Ellis B. Feaster's Radio Aircheck and Classic TV channel.
Hey, this is Mark Taylor. I'm going to slip out of here, but listen, that was kind of neat, and I've worked out with management here that we can do it again tomorrow night, if that's all right with you. How about at 10? Well, that's a deal. Larry McKay next on KFI. I'm going to leave you with the electric light. Well, good morning. It's 2 o'clock here in Western America. KFI Los Angeles with Larry McKay. Well, I guess I'll run this show up a flagpole and see if anyone declares war on it this morning. Good to have you with me. Elton John, Mama can't even see you anymore. 2 years ago, that was real big in August of 1979. As a matter of fact, this is Larry McKay, and sometime this hour, I'm going to be asking you to call for the Whispers Imagination album, pair of Wendy's dinners, lots of other goodies too. So wait till I tell you to call, all right? And listen to Gladys Knight and her Pips. Pulling on track 64 from Union Station all the way to Georgia. Gladys and her Pips on KFI. Wanting you to know, the Better Business Bureau is looking for volunteers in L.A. and Orange counties to serve as arbitrators in resolving consumer business disputes. If you're interested, call 383-0992. Here's ELO. Hold on tight. Electric Light Orchestra on KFI. It's 12 past 2. Larry McKay with some brief news headlines, and we'll get right back to the music. 4 people were indicted following an 18-month investigation that monitored the operations of several export companies that allegedly shipped high-technology equipment indirectly to Russia. And also from Sacramento, a bipartisan proposal to raise the state gasoline tax 2 cents a gallon has been stopped in committee and apparently by Assembly Speaker Willie Brown. The tax, once opposed by the governor's administration, had been supported by the state finance chief. Also, a compromise bill to lengthen the sentences of habitual criminals has won approval of the Senate Judiciary Committee, but a bill to allow people to use tear gas without training did not pass the committee. You know, the parents of 2-year-old leukemia victim Amanda Accardi say they may not comply with court-stipulated conditions, which would lift arrest warrants issued against them. The conditions require that their daughter be tested for leukemia here in the United States. And British officials say a 10th hunger striker has died in Northern Ireland's Maze prison. A 27-year-old member of the Irish National Liberation Army, Michael Devine, was in the 60th day of a fast for political prisoner status. Devine had been serving a 12-year term for illegal possession of firearms. Finally, anti-American phrases were heard from Libya's allies yesterday in the aftermath of the dogfight between American and Libyan jets over the Mediterranean. There was at least one call for an oil embargo and another for strikes against American interest in the Arab world. In baseball last night, the California Angels 1-1 over the Baltimore Orioles at the Big A in Anaheim. 6-3 was the final score. The Dodgers lost earlier in the day at Chicago to the Cubs 4-3, and that's 4 out of 6 the Cubbies have taken the Dodgers. In other coast games, the Oakland A's 4, Boston Red Sox 2. The Giants lost to the Pirates 7-3. The Reds beat the Phillies 6-3, and the Padres lost to the Cardinals 7-6. The Mariners, Seattle 4. And the Cleveland Indians 3, that was in 10 innings. The weather's going to be more of the same through Friday. Usual low clouds near the coast, fair and sunny warm days. Highs will be somewhere in the upper 80s. Right now, the beach cities reporting 67 degrees. We have 66 here in Midtown L.A.
Discover Oldies 9.
KFI.
What we used to call in the business an oldie moldy. Pat Boone with April Love on 64 KFI. This is Ambrosia. You're the only woman.
The only woman.
September 1980, when that was big. You're the only woman. Johnny Denver got a new hit. This is the title of his new album on KFI. All right, see if you can win a little gold for yourself right now in the form of a Whispers Imagination album, pair of Wendy's dinners, 2 pair of tickets for the Forum Horse Show International at the Forum this weekend, T-shirt and ears. Get on the line, call 5201-KFI, Orange County 9530 KFI, caller 9 wins it. Now our winner, we got one by the way, in Rancho Palos Verdes is Nam Kim, who wins Whispers Imagination album, pair of Wendy's dinners. Ain't no reason to go anyplace else. The T-shirt and the ears, plus 2 pair, that's 4 tickets for the Forum Horse Show Classic that benefits the John Tracy Clinic, of course, this weekend, going on all weekend long at the Forum in Inglewood. So, Nam, congratulations to you from KFI. Got more winners all night long. Stand by, you can do it. Greg Kinn Band from the Bay Area, breakup song. And KFI. Just a minute past, one tick past 2:30 here on the West Coast with Larry McKay, KFI Los Angeles, Tiara, all together in one big lump. That's big last Christmas time, remember? Together with Tiara. 2:35 in the morning with Larry McKay here in NASL play last night, soccer league at Portland. The Timbers beat our Aztecs 2-1, so the Aztecs cannot win the West now. Hall & Oates.
What I want you to do.
Notes. They got a new one called Private Eyes that we premiered last week and gave away the album before you could even buy it, and we'll get that on a little later on. Okay, it's a beautiful 2/3 moon over L.A. out there in Southern California. It's going to be fair right on through Friday with sunny, warm days, highs near 88. Woo! Right now, 66, Midtown L.A. at KFI. One of the all-times, huh? Jim Yester and his association from 1967. Wendy is her name. We ain't gonna stop now on Music Radio KFI.
KFI.
Alan Parsons Project time is number 14 on the KFI Hit Parade this week. Oh, here's Mary Wells to tell you about her dude.
Nothing you like.
I love the way she gritted her teeth on the end of that thing. Mary Wells, my guy. Here's our Men, Alabama. Feels so right. It sounds so good on KFI. It's going to whisper in my ear again. Watch out. Tickles.
You feel so right, baby.
You got the wrong girl, I'm afraid. That's Alabama on KFI. 6 away from 3 o'clock. Hey, this weekend, KFI is going to be sending winners and your friends to see Bruce Springsteen in concert. How about that at the Sports Arena here in L.A.? Plus, you'll receive the Boss's entire album library. The winning starts Friday afternoon with Byron and Tanaka, 2 o'clock. Robbie Dupree, that was the summer of 1980 for Steal Away. This is KFI. Oh, in that Angel game at the Big A in Anaheim that they beat the Orioles 6-3, Bobby Grich extended his hitting streak to 21 games, which is the longest in the American League this season, even if it took 2 parts of a season to do it. Moody Blues from Long Distance Voyager. Past 3 o'clock up and down the West Coast. KFI Los Angeles. Larry McKay and the year of the... You know what? I need to tell you. Al Stewart. You told him. Yeah, you guessed it, didn't you? Year of El Pussy Gato. That's what it is. 1976. It's a big Al Stewart. It's about 6 past 3. This is Larry McKay. Sometime I'll be telling you to call for a Frankie and the Knockouts album this hour. Yeah, a pair of Wendy's dinners, ears and T-shirt, and some extra goodies we'll tell you about a little later. Here's Jim.
Little Southside dog.
Oh.
Yeah, he was better than old King Kong.
We had El Pussy Gato and then
Meaner than a junkyard dog.
chasing around area. No, we do not take dedications at KFI. So from Sean to Sheldon, Yvonne to Jim, and Dee Dee to Bruce, this is not a dedication. It's number 1. Okay, for those endless lovers out there, Sean and Sheldon, this sounds like 2 guys to me. Yvonne and Jim and Dee Dee and Bruce. Diana Ross and Lionel Richie from the Brooke Shields movie. Number 1 here at KFI. If you're raising your son alone or finding it isn't easy, Big Brothers of Greater LA can help. Call them. Just dial brother, that's all. Hit from last year, More Love. And you heard a new one, Draw the Card? Oh, we'll play that for you a little later. Here's George right now. This was just the number 1 song of all in 1975. Captain and Tennille and KFI. This is the one that brought Neil back, you know. Neil who? Tony says Sedaka was back in 75 when he wrote that one for the Captain and Tennille. Kind of made them too, didn't it? 3:25 in the morning. I want to remind you here at KFI that waters are going to be a little rough out there in the over and outer seas. Northwest winds 10 to 20 knots with 3 to 4 feet seas through Thursday night. That's tonight. Here's a new one by Journey from their Escape album. Who's Crying Now? I just got to sneak this one in because this is one of my all-time favorites. And evidently yours too. The Kids from Hawthorne on Music Radio, KFI. July 1965, California girls. Changed everyone's thinking about, foxes and stuff like that. I know I love them. I married one. In California, it's a little after 3:30 here in Western America. It's not funny. It's a serious thing, Michael. This is Michael Jackson on KFI. Living Off the Wall, Michael Jackson from 1980 on KFI. It's cooking on this Thursday morning. It's Larry McKay. We're going to slow the pace a little bit here with Kenny Rogers from the Share Your Love album, number 9. Another former KFI California premiere with Kenny Rogers. We're going to have patchy low clouds along the coast, otherwise fair and warming up again. About 88 for the high in L.A. And right now they got 70 in San Diego, San Bernardino 67, 65 here in Midtown L.A. KFI. Ian Matthews. Does kind of give you a happy feeling, doesn't it? It's like you're bopping down the street there. 1979, Ian Matthews shaking it as we bring on the Eagles right now. This isn't the best. It's close to it. My Love, 64, KFI. Ronnie Millsap still doing well, climbing up that KFI hit parade. It's number 11 this week. Moved up 2 notches. Look at that band of gold in that lady's navel. Frida Payne. That's about 8 years old. It's hard to believe. Frida Payne's Band of Gold. On Music Radio KFI, I want you to listen carefully to something brand new. That's right, by Gary Wright. Really want to know you. I see some great things in store on my crystal ball for that one. Brand spanking new. Gary Wright, the same dream weaving, right? Really wants to get to know you here on KFI. Music Radio with Pure Prairie League from 1980. Oh, remember yesterday when what's his name? Well, anyway, the judge on Pine City's highest court passed out just before handing down a life or death verdict on Dr. Norton. Well, today, we found out that the poor judge is suffering from an infected hickey, of all things, and the only person who is a hickey specialist is the defendant, Dr. Norton. Will he save the judge's life? Find out this morning. Lohman and Barkley's Light of My Life, exclusively on KFI, brought to you by Datsun. Mike Post with the Hill Street Blues theme. KFI Los Angeles. Just after 4 o'clock in Western America, this is Larry McKay. A little bread for you. Baby. I bet you would like to have and would want this Frankie and the Knockouts album I have in my hot little hand. Plus Wendy's Juicy Dinners. All right. 2 pair of tickets for the Forum Horse Classic. Okay. Ears and T-shirt. Stand by to be a winner when I tell you to call. Here's Natalie Cole. There's Nat Cole Jr., huh? Exactly, 6 years ago. This was it. Okay. 5 after 4 in the morning here on the West Coast. KFI thinks you should know the crisis unit has been helping those with emotional problems for more than 14 years. Call them at 466-2360. Brand new by the Little River Band called the Night Owls. That's going to be a hit, too. The Music Radio, KFI, going all the way back to 1959 with the Browns.
There's a Billy
Oh, God rest little Jimmy Brown, huh? James Edward and the Browns from 59 on KFI. Oh, we're going to have a few clouds near the coast, sure, but it's going to be sunny with warmer days the next few. Highs near 88. San Bernardino and Riverside, both reporting 65. That's what we got right here in Midtown, L.A. Just the 2 of us, me and you, Bill Withers, Grover Washington Jr., too. And the music. I think
64 KFI.
It's Eddie Rad. Rabbit in the title of his new album, too. That's going up the KFI Hit Parade, just step by step. Made 4 steps this past week, number 29 and number 25. Okay. Major League Baseball action last night, National League. Actually, yesterday afternoon, the Cubs beat the Dodgers 4-3. They're making it a habit, huh? Pirates took the Giants 7-3. Cardinals over the Padres 7-6. The American League, Angels won 6-3 over the Orioles at the Big A. Way to go, Angels, finally. Chicago.
If you leave it now, you'll take a
KFI and Chicago. If you leave us now, you're going to miss out on this Frankie and the Knockouts album. What you're going to do, plus all the other goodies. Start dialing in Orange County. Dial up 9530 KFI LA. 5201 KFI for the album, the Wendy's dinners, the ears, and the T-shirt, and 4 tickets for the Forum Classic Horse Show this weekend. While you listen to Hall & Oates, I'll take number 7. Okay, you can save your message units now. We got a winner in Pico Rivera. Frank Reza wins Frankie and the Knockouts, pair of Wendy's dinners, T-shirt and ears, and 2 pair of tickets for the big International Forum Classic Horse Show Saturday night at the Forum. Use them well, Frank. Frank Reza, Pico Rivera. More winners all night long here on KFI. Just before 4:30 here on the West Coast, KFI Los Angeles. Riding against the wind, Bob Seger. Riding with Bob Seger on KFI. In the North American Soccer League last night, the Aztecs lost out on a chance to win the Western Division as they lost to the Portland Timbers in Portland 2-1, and San Diego Sockers clinched the West with a 5-2 win over the California Surf. Marty Ballin. Hearts on KFI. Better than that, Marty. Number 7 on the current KFI Hit Parade. Marty Ballin, late of Jefferson Starship. That's his great hearts. Hey, this weekend, KFI is sending you and some of your friends to see Bruce Springsteen, the boss, in concert at the LA Sports Arena. You'll get his entire album library, and the winning starts Friday afternoon at 2 with Byron and Tanaka on KFI. Pat McLean's Happy Days from about 5 back, huh? On KFI. We're going to have no more scattered, isolated thunder showers afternoons or evenings in the deserts and mountains, at least in Southern California, and patchy clouds near the coast with a high near 88 for Los Angeles, sunny and warmer days. 64 currently here in Midtown LA. Here's Johnny Denver, and that was for his wife Annie at the time, because it was Annie's song on Music Radio KFI. The Beatles. One of the most macho songs ever recorded, I think. I'm in love with her. Man, do I feel good. On KFI, Andy Gibb with his main squeeze, Victoria Principal. That's what I call a principal with interest. The interest is in Andy Gibb. Victoria Principal from Dallas. Getting together just like the Everlys did back in the late 50s. But all I have to do is dream. And keep it on. 64 KFI. 10 to 5. Pablo Cruz. Not wind, nor hail, nor sleet, nor snow. Well, will stop its appointed duties. It'll find its way somehow. Pablo Cruz about 3 years back, 6.5 before 5. For all you Jesse's girls out there, here's the man from General Hospital on KFI. Rick Springfield on Music Radio, KFI. Johnny Rivers time. A few seconds before we look at the moon news.
People say
Johnny Rivers, Tracks of My Tears on KFI. Time to look at the farm news for the day. This is Larry McKay reporting. Battle over, thank you, honey, thank you. Battle over Georgia's new quarantine on California's produce could go to the U.S. Supreme Court today. Meanwhile, Japan has rescinded part of its ban on all California produce. That country now is banning only produce from areas infested by the Mediterranean fruit fly. The boycott was started yesterday. California Attorney General, meanwhile, George Deukmejian, says he'll ask the U.S. Supreme Court today to halt Georgia's ban on untreated produce from 5 agricultural counties. Assembly Republican leader Carol Hallett is waving a peace flag of sorts these days. She said that she'll drop her threat to try to impeach Governor Brown if she and Brown resolve one remaining hang-up over the medfly eradication efforts. But she won't say what that hang-up is. She says she's pleased with the decision to bring in Dick Jackson, however, a federal medfly expert, as second in command of eradication efforts, and to obtain planes from Arizona to spray the pests. A Senate committee is postponing action on a bill to provide $500 million in tax-free revenue bonds for a center to develop products by changing human, animal, or plant genes. One scientist says the system could produce self-fertilizing plants that would make fertilizer unnecessary. The delay might kill the proposal for this year, however. And finally, with the help of $150,000 in federal funds, California should begin within 2 weeks to seed new ground cover on the site of the disastrous Little Valley fire near Carson City, Nevada. The money is coming from federal emergency watershed protection funds. A little past 5 o'clock in the morning, and 4 people have been accused of smuggling high-technology equipment to the Russians. Who are these alleged spies? Russ Carlton, and good morning.
Good morning, Larry. And 2 of the suspects, Long Beach Airport 62 at 65 at LAX, San Diego with 70, San Bernardino Riverside 65, and right now 64 degrees at 64 KFI in Midtown Los Angeles. Russ Carlton, KFI News, along with Larry McKay, and at 5:06, you're up to date on KFI.
That's a dirt band, I understand, on their tour of Russia, where, man, they're really big hits with modern stuff like An American Dream. Can you imagine that in Russia, singing that on stage? 5:09. Hi, this is Larry McKay from KFI. Tomorrow. Less than an hour away from L&B, of course, in the Pine City. Drama continues. Let's go back about a year and a half with Jimmy Ruffin on KFI. Oh, it's 12 past 5. Better get moving.
64 KFI.
One of the first lessons of broadcasting school, never clear your throat while the mic's open, man. Judy K. Newton from Burbank, California, better known to her friends as Juice, the Queen of Hearts. 17 past 5, 5:17. Good morning. If you're driving carefully, still dark out there, we'll check out the traffic in a minute or two with Russ Carlton. It's going to be patchy low clouds along the coast. Otherwise, fair and warmer days. Right on through Friday, high 88. It's 65 at Riverside, San Bernardino area, 64 here in Midtown, L.A. And we're going to start a whole series of back-to-school stuff here, Russ. I know you're excited about that.
Oh, I can't wait.
Been so long, but we got to get people prepared. You know, the mothers and dads and the little chillins and the medium-sized ones, too.
Sounds good to me.
There are some people who think we should get rid of all the guns, knives, brass knuckles in our schools.
Yes?
I don't think so.
Oh,
the teachers need something to protect themselves with, for gosh sakes.
Yeah, that's about the truth of it these days, you know.
How's the traffic look this early
Well, I'll
hour?
tell you, if you're heading into the city, the trip should be fairly nice for F5.
Well, you should see us now. I'm back in Del Taco again.
Hot stuff for you, called Dreams by Grace Slick. Get on the line, 520-1KFI here in Los Angeles, Orange County 9530 KFI. Plus a pair of Wendy's hot and juicy dinners, T-shirt and ears, and 2 pair of tickets to the Forum Horse Show this weekend. The champs, as I take caller 10 as the winner on KFI. This is why the fellow from south of the border threw his wife off the cliff. The champs on KFI. It's 5:22. I'm glad I didn't say what I was going to say there. Maria Anastasi of Anaheim is our latest winner. She wins Grace Slick's Great Dreams album, pair of Wendy's dinners, and there ain't no reason to go anyplace else. And, of course, the ears and the T-shirt. And 2 pairs. She can take 3 friends along to see the International Forum Horse Show at the Forum this coming weekend, and that's all going to benefit the John Tracy Clinic. So congratulations, Maria Anastasi, there in Anaheim.
We're talking performance and the price. Lancia, driving redefined.
Test price and test drive Lancia at your local dealers today.
How many times have you heard? Dial Get Help.
KFI.
Let's not get all upset about it here, Michael. Michael Jackson. Take you back. 1 year exactly. She's gone. 5:28 here on KF. Beach Boy Medley, KFI. It's about 5:32, and probably not totally unexpected. In the wake of yesterday's incident in the Mediterranean Sea, there are calls for an oil embargo now against the United States by Libya. Once again, good morning, Russ Carlton.
Good morning, Larry. And so far, Libya has not decided exactly. 38, you're up to date on KFI.
She's been afraid to love you. Somebody loves you.
James Taylor teaming up with J.D. Souther from just last spring. Used to be my town, her town, too. Pretty song. 19 from 6 and just less than 25 minutes away from Lohman and Barkley. And what's going to happen in Pine City today? Well, we'll be waiting, listening for sure. I'll bet you will.
It's here, it's real life.
Imported by Van Munching of New York.
There's the former KFI California premiere, The Pointers, Slow Hand. And it's 17 from 6 right now. Good morning. Drive slowly now. It's dark out there.